Hi, hello. My name is Céline TRICART. I am a producer and a director. I've been involved in virtual reality for something like 6 years now. And today I want to talk about one of my past projects that maybe some of you have already seen. It's called The Sun Ladies. In 2017, we set out to make an immersive and impactful VR documentary about the Sun Ladies. The Sun Ladies were Yazidi women, which is a minority in the north of Iraq, who were targeted by ISIS. They were captured and sold as sex slaves, and they escaped and decided to join the Kurdistan army to fight back against ISIS and free their sisters who were still in captivity. So we wanted to make a VR documentary about them to bring awareness to their story. The project was spearheaded by actress and activist Maria Bello, and it was directed by war journalist Christian Steffen and myself. So we set out to Kurdistan in 2017 with Christian and I and Dylan Roberts, one of our producers. We managed to find the woman, and we filmed them over the course of a week. After completion of the documentary, we premiered at the 2018 Sundance Film Festival. And since then, we've been accepted into more than 70 festivals all around the world. The Sun Ladies VR developed into more than just a film. It was a four-part experience that included giving the audience the opportunity to write letters to the Sun Ladies. So I'm going to show you a short video that presents the project up to that point.
The Sun Ladies is an immersive and interactive experience composed of 4 compelling acts. The first act is an installation. The participants are invited to walk into a tent where some traditional music from Kurdistan is playing. The space is dressed like one of the thousands of refugee tents in Iraq. This way, the participants can immerse themselves in the world of the story first, and then they are given a VR headset. Act 2 is a 7-minute, 360-degree hybrid documentary about the Sun Ladies. In 2014, when ISIS invaded Iraq, they took thousands of women and girls as sex slaves. Some of them, who escaped, decided to fight back. They called themselves the Sun Ladies. The film is a mix of live-action footage and virtual reality animation in 6K and stereoscopic 3D. The animation, designed by artist Wesley Alsbrook, is gracefully integrated with the use of intuitive transitions, blending the two worlds together. The spatial sound and music immerse the participants seamlessly into the world of the Sun Ladies. After watching the film, they remove their headsets only to find themselves in the real world, faced with 3 fierce women. Act 3 is a spoken word performance, augmenting and blurring the lines between virtual and real worlds. Inspired by the Sun Ladies of Iraq, the 3 actresses express how they will fight back in their own way against sexual oppression, engaging the audience in a personal and emotional manner.
I rage to engage my faculties to attest to your sins, and we will win!
After the performance, the participants are invited to reflect on the experience and write a letter to the Sun Ladies. We want the Sun Ladies experience to be an agent of change, both in the United States and abroad, by raising awareness about these extraordinary fighters and their bravery. Morale on the front lines is as important as weapons. VR is known as an empathy machine, but empathy needs to be practiced. This is why the Sun Ladies crew is returning to Iraq this year to deliver the letters directly to the women and build a bridge between the two worlds so far apart. The Sun Ladies VR experience is pushing the boundaries on how interactive media can become even more engaging, rewarding, and relevant.
So about a year after the premiere of The Sun Ladies at the Sundance Film Festival, we launched a Kickstarter campaign to translate the thousands of letters we received to Kurd with the help of the Dohuk University in northern Iraq. And then myself and producer Dylan Roberts returned to Kurdistan early last year, early 2019. We found a unit of the Sun Ladies with their captain, Hateh Shingali, who was the main character in the Sun Ladies. And it was so amazing to meet them again and to tell her about how people from all around the world were amazed by their stories. Here's the thing is the woman, the Yazidi women in Iraq are used to talking to the media and being interviewed over and over again, but they get really tired because they never see any change in their life from giving those interviews and telling those difficult stories. So that's why it was important for us to return. We brought VR headset with us. So that is Hateh, the main character in the film. We brought a VR headset with us. We showed them their film. They were so proud. They were crying and they were just very impressed with it. That was also the first time they were seeing VR. And then we showed them the letters. We brought those letters that we translated. And so Hateh read the letters. The rest of the Sun Ladies read the letters, and they were crying, and they were just really shocked to see that people all over the world cared about them and knew about them. So I asked Hateh what she wanted to do with the letters, and I had been in touch with a nonprofit called Yazda. Yazda was helping Yazidi survivors and documenting the genocide to prepare for future accountability legal action for captured ISIS fighters, because captured ISIS fighters were trialed for terrorism, but they were not trialed for crime against humanity and rape and genocide against the Yazidi community. So Yazda was based in Dohuk, and they were building a new office specifically to record stories from Yazidi survivors for this for the case. And the room was designed to be a safe and quiet place for women to help them recover emotionally when telling their story. So when I told Hateh about this, she agreed that it would be a perfect fit to hang the letters, to place the letters on the wall, to let the woman choose one and take it home with them. So we went to Dohuk, and we visited the office. So this is me with Natia Navruzov, who's Yazda project manager for this specific project, for the documentation project. So we visited the new office with her, and we looked at how it would look like to hang the letters on the wall. And so we donated, with the Sun Ladies' approval, we donated the 4,000 letters to help create a space of love and support for the women who were captured by ISIS. So that's the end for the story of the Sun Ladies. So this is where we're at, and really the working on that return trip to Iraq, translating the letters, bringing back the letters, actually took even more time and work and money really than making the original documentary. And since then I have created a new VR experience called The Key that was about the refugee crisis in collaborations with Oculus VR for Good and a nonprofit called Friends of Refugees based in Atlanta. So what I've learned with the Sun Ladies and The Key is when you do a social good project, the work really does not end with the world premiere, and on the contrary, one can argue that the real work really starts then when the project is released, which is the impact campaign, and just making sure that it's not just raising awareness about something, but it's actually inducing change, real change. So that's what I call practiced empathy, active empathy. That is actually something that's really at the heart of my next project, which is a transmedia project composed of a feature documentary, an interactive VR experience, and a very ambitious impact campaign. The project is called Fight Back. So I would really encourage everybody working on any project, really, and to think about how they can invite social good in their project, whether it's a book or a feature film or a VR experience, and really just think about how to continue the work beyond the premiere, beyond releasing, and just making sure it creates measurable data of change in the world. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to answering your questions. Thank you.